First of all, as a person, very trustworthy, very hardworking, kind of guy that you like to sit down at the table and have dinner with. A marvelous person, very, very kind, understanding, more important, very intelligent.
John is unique, that's all I can say. There's only one John Kresse. If there's another, I haven't met him and don't really think that happens, but John is just unique, he's genuine and he's sincere.
And it was always a pleasure to cross paths with Coach Kresse. He always had a smile, twinkle in his eye, and a kind word. And he had a habit of using your name, probably part of his recruiting training, that whenever he'd see you, he'd say, "Hello, Ted. How are you, Ted? Good to see you, Ted. Thanks for being here, Ted." And really made you feel like he knew who you were and appreciated you being there. So his personality was part of Coach Kresse for sure.
He really liked to meet a lot. He was very energetic. He was really good with remembering everybody's names, and he just had a passion for the game and a passion for kids and working camp. And I can see why so many people were gravitated to be around him and work with him because of the energy he had.
I think, as Coach mentioned, the strong points about John Kresse is his personality and the person who he was and still is. He makes you feel comfortable when you're with him, and he always does the job.
He always had that feeling to me that he knew something you didn't. That, whether it was competitive for basketball strategy, that he'd have one more tool than you had, kind of like the old cat that ate the canary. It was like he was confident that he could come out ahead. He just gave that impression that, it doesn't matter whether I'm the College of Charleston and you're Georgia Tech. He said, "It's okay. I'll take you on. We'll do fine."
Just the way he flipped the city and got people here fired up about, college basketball, NCAA tournament. I didn't know about NCAA tournament at all until his program played against Maryland that year, and they had a huge upset. And I knew a guy on that team, one of my cousins, LaRon Prophet, was playing for Maryland. I remember talking to him saying, "Hey, look, you guys got a tough draw in the NCAA tournament." And he said, "Yeah, it's a little small college down there. I'm not worried about it." So just remembering that experience in 1995, maybe 96, I was in high school, somewhere around there, maybe 97, and I remember our high school shutting down to bring everybody to the cafeteria to watch that game. So, he did so much for this city and so much for this university. And it's his program. I mean, he coached there for 20 plus years, and he stamped his name on the program.
Well, I think his record speaks for itself when you're 74-6 in 5 years in the conference, when you're 3-time Coach of the Year, when you've had 4 Players of the Year. Obviously, you're doing something right, and I think it's a testament to how committed and successful he was.
And Coach Kresse now going into the ASUN Hall of Fame, I think very deservedly, his record speaks for itself. I mean, that's all you need to look at is his winning percentage in conference play. He stands atop the charts. I don't know that he'll ever be topped. I think it's in the 800s, 700, 800% winning. He won 8 out of 10 or more, and that stands by itself. But he was also a great teacher. One of the things that was very clear about a Coach Kresse team is that most coaches know what they want the players to do and what would be successful if they did it, but Coach Kresse got them to do it. They did what he wanted them to do most often. And I think that was one of the things that made him a cut above, that just having the strategy and running the play, he got his players to do it. So he had to be a great instructor. He had to inspire them, and he had to have their confidence because they trusted him. And they knew that if they didn't do what Coach Kresse asked them to do, we'd put somebody else in that would. So just a great balance between the knowledge, the instructor, and again, the inspiration he had as a great leader. So I think he definitely deserves, just on his record, but as an overall representative of higher education.
And I think one of the main facts, he understands people. And that's what made him a good coach, besides the technical knowledge. He had the rare ability to impart that to his players.
He left me with the philosophy that winning is okay. It's great to win, and you should do everything you can to prepare to be successful, whether it's a game, life, or whatever you do.
Thanks for all the positive influence you had on the young men that went through the College of Charleston program, and thank you for your professionalism in dealing with the conference office at all times, and we're very proud to have you. Congratulations.
John, congratulations on this great night. By the way, you've gotten more awards than General de Gaulle in World War II. But I think the thing that separates you is the victories and defeats will soon be forgotten. But the influence which you had on your kids, that's going to last them a lifetime. So congratulations to you, your family, and all from us from St. John's. We love you.